back to my channel. Long time no see, it feels. It has been a while since I've actually sat down and filmed a video. As many of you guys know, I was having technical issues with my editor and my old laptop. Finally had to break down and get a new one. I had tried for like 3 days to export my Shop My Stash on my old laptop and it just was not working. It would get about halfway through and then it would just stop. So I finally broke down and I bought a new one. It was funny because the actual mouse pad on the old computer, my old laptop went out like early last year. I've been using like a wireless mouse, an external one, which I actually like. I'm going to keep using that one when I'm actually doing my editing. But yeah, it's just been getting slower and slower and slower, and I finally had to break down. I was hoping that I could stretch it out for a couple more months, but it just wasn't happening. My old laptop said, "No, girl, it's time to retire me. It's time to get a new one." So I finally did, and I'm loving my new laptop. Has a touchscreen and everything. It's so freaking cool. But now that, we finally have the technical issues taken care of, we can finally move on, move forward, start getting some content out. And I'm finally going to, in this video, be doing a look with the new Botanicals palette from Beauty Bay. I've actually had this palette in my hands for like a couple of weeks. I haven't had time to sit down and film with it. That and combined with the technical issues that I was having with my laptop. But we're finally going to sit down and do a look using this palette. I was so excited when I saw this one. A lot of the newer launches that Beauty Bay have been coming out with just weren't really, speaking to me. I wasn't really interested in picking them up, but I saw this one and I thought this is so pretty. It's a 20 shade palette. I mean, look at these beautiful colors. There are, like I said, 20 shades altogether, 11 mattes and 9 shimmers. From what I can tell, the mattes are like super buttery. They swatch really, really well. I haven't actually done any looks with this palette off camera yet. I haven't really had time to use it, so we're going to test all that out today. In the swatches, I could see that a lot of the shimmers were like duochromes. I don't know if they're multichromes, but duochromes for sure. They were so pretty and so shiny and so good looking, and I'm so very excited to finally put these shades on my eyelids. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right on in. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my little clip and I'm going to clip this part of my hair back so that way it's not all in my face. And then we are going to do our eyeshadow primer. This is the one from A2O Lab. I got this off of Shop Miss A. I hauled this, showed you guys this in my last Shop Miss A haul, and I am loving it. The shade is in Nude. It goes on so smooth, and I noticed that my shadows blend so well over it. It locks the shadows down, but at the same time, these shadows just blend like butter over the top. I have been absolutely amazingly impressed by how well this one works. This works better than the one from ColourPop, the Party Proof one that I absolutely love. And this was only $3. I'm definitely going to, whenever I do my next Shop Miss A haul, go ahead and grab an extra one so I have one on backup. This is such a good eyeshadow primer. All right, now for the shadows. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I know that I want to do this one, and then this shadow. Like maybe put this one on the outer corner, blend this one into the crease, and then maybe just blend a little bit of that one into the crease as well. But we'll start with this one on the outer corner. And then I definitely want to bring in some of these richer duochrome shades. I'm just really excited to finally get this palette on my eyelid. So we're going to start with this shade. That shade is called Clay, and then I'm going to blend it into Sea Moss. So that's kind of where we're going to start. I'm going to take a little bit of clay. We're going to tap into that using my Beauty Bay Detail brush, my absolute favorite eyeshadow brush. Take it, and I'm just going to start tapping it on the outer portion of the eye. Ooh! I was thinking that was like a kind of clay, dusty, like brick red. No, that is actually a purple. Do you see that? That is not at all what I was expecting. So we're just going to blend out this purple into the eyelids. I swear, do you see that? Yeah, I guess maybe it has a little bit more purple in it, but yeah, it's not what I was thinking. I was thinking it was more of a brick red, but we're going to make it work. So we're just going to start blending this on the outer eyelids. Just blending it into the crease. Do you see how well the shadow is blending over this eyeshadow primer? Like I said, it locks the shadow in place like all day, but the shadows just blend so well over it. I love it so much more than the other one from AOA Studio. I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that I had in my last Shop My Stash. The shadows just blend so well over this primer. It's so freaking pretty. Now I'm going to take my Real Techniques crease brush and we're going to dip into Sea Moss. And I'm just going to start kind of blending this into the crease, into that first shade. Those are actually blending together pretty well. Considering that was a purple and this one's more orange. They're actually blending together pretty well. It's not like getting all super muddy on the outside. I think that's nice. I'm just going to kind of softly blend into the crease. I'm going to take this smaller kind of pointy crease brush from Profusion, and we're going to go into the shade is called Myrtle, which is this deeper kind of a teal green, and I'm going to kind of blend that into this area a little bit because I do want to bring in that green. That green, I have been eyeing it since I first got this palette. I just want to take this and just kind of, I'm going to open my eyelid a little bit. I'm going to blend it in this area right here. I'm going to do like very softly because greens mixing into purple can get a little bit muddy. Quickly off camera, I just went in a little bit more with that sea moss shade and just kind of blended it over the top and then a little bit more into the green so that it wasn't so harsh. And I'm going to go back in with that clay shade, that first shade. Just blend on the outer corner a little bit more. I think it's ironic because the shade is called Clay. So I would think it would be more of like a teal, terracotta, not teal, coral terracotta type of a shade. But being that, the shade is called Clay and it's more purple, really surprises me because that is just not what I would expect at all. Blending beautifully though. Absolutely gorgeous shade. Just unexpected. It's not what, I was thinking it was going to be. Into the shimmers, we're going to take Artichoke. I'm going to lay that on the outer portion, and then we're going to take that into this one, which is called Canyon. Both of those shades are like that duochrome formula. They're absolutely stunning. And once I do that, then I'll take one of the lighter shades into the inner corner. But let's start with Artichoke. First thing I'm going to do is lay down some of my base booster from Beige Cosmetics. It's just in glitter eyeshadow primer. It just kind of helps everything pop and just like stay a little bit more. I'm going to use this flat brush from Ruby Kisses. I'm just going to take a little bit of the glue and just kind of put it onto the tip of the brush. I'm just going to lay this down where I want the shimmers to sit. Take a little bit of Artichoke, and I'm taking it on the same sticky side on the brush. Do you see how super wet and glossy that is? Oh my God. The second that I swatched this particular shade, I was like, I cannot wait to get it on my lid. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has kind of a shift of a green to a blue. So freaking pretty. Using this little flat, small brush from Revolution, I got this out of an advent calendar. We're going to go into Canyon and lay that in the inner portion. I think this is one of the duochrome shades. It's been a while since I swatched this palette. Either way, though, it's so freaking stunning. Yeah, there's like a kind of an orange to purple kind of a shift to it. I don't know if you can see that. So pretty. To finish off the look, we're going to take Savannah, which is this shade right here. This one is not a duochrome or anything. It doesn't have a shift, and it's just a basic shimmer. I'm just going to lay that right in the inner corner, and then we will be done with the shadows. Lay a little bit of that in the inner portion just to kind of help brighten that area. That is going to be it for our shadows. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw on my liner, my lashes, something on my lips, and then we will see the final look put together. And I'll just kind of tell you what my final first impressions are. I am going to be playing around with this palette tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any actual looks on camera. We'll just have to see. But yeah, let me go finish off this look, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the palette some more. Final look is complete. For my wing, I just used my Artista liner from AOA Studio in black. You guys know how much I love these. My waterline, this is from Ulta Beauty. This is one of their gel eyeliner pencils. The shade is in Bare Buff. I didn't want any color below. I just wanted something to kind of brighten the area up. And this is such a smooth, creamy liner. I am absolutely loving their liner formula so far. My lashes are from Ioni. This is the Vegas style. I wanted something, soft and fluttery, but I didn't want anything that was like too big that it kind of took away from the eye look, and I think these lashes are perfect. And on my lips, I have a combination. Both of these are products from Beauty Bay. We have the lip pencil. The shade is in Terracotta. It's a really pretty peachy orange. I absolutely love it, and I combine that with my absolute favorite nude of all time. This is Sunset. All right, what am I thinking about this palette so far? I think you guys know this palette is absolutely freaking stunning. I think it's so pretty. It's like the perfect spring palette, but you can also take this into the fall. I will definitely be pulling this out to do some holiday looks, so using some more of these little duochromes up in here. The mattes just blend absolutely beautifully. The shimmers, so sparkly, so wet looking. I am absolutely so far thrilled with this palette. I have had so much fun with just doing this one look. I can't wait to play around with the palette some more. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it took so long to get the video out. Now, though, that I have the new laptop, I shouldn't have any more technical difficulties, and everything should hopefully run pretty smooth from now on. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with getting my videos into recommendations. If you're new to the channel, you have not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family. Make sure you tap that bell so you don't miss a thing. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and see you in the next one.